Alrighty, welcome to today's Sunday. FOMA. I don't know if you had this at all, but it has been my existence the last 48 hours. So the night before the night before the aurora really became a thing, I was looking at the aurora forecast. Maybe like you were going, okay, if I go up to Seattle, if I go up to Alaska, or if I go to New Hampshire, right, get further north. So I look at the forecast, and the forecasts are all like, and these are solar flares, so it's not an exact science, but they see this big explosion on the sun, and then they go, okay, the next couple of days we're going to get hit with this radiation from the sun, these active energy particles that will make different colors in the atmosphere, which is an aurora, which is what I've always wanted to see, which a lot of us have. And so, for the first time in my memory, that night, which was Friday night, was probably the most prolific. I know back in 2003, there was one, knocked off some power grids and stuff on the East Coast, but I don't remember ever being able to see an aurora from Modesto, right? And that's kind of what happened. So I wake up Saturday morning and the internet is lit up with auroras. So I'm like, okay, I know enough about science and space that, okay, the sun just didn't shut off last night. It's going to do it again tonight, right? So like the rest of you, I call it FOMA, fear of missing the aurora, because I was like, okay, what do I got to do? I'm going to climb up to the top of Mount Tam. I'm going to look towards I had tons of correspondence with a lot of you going, okay, where should we go? There was fog. Where do I get away from the lights? Because again, in my mind, potentially a once in a lifetime event, really, at this latitude. Now, I may be wrong. There may have been some that I missed, but I'm old and I don't remember ever seeing. I remember one time Redding, they saw him in Northern California up from Red Bluff North. They were able to see him up around Mount Shasta. But anyway, I feel like this guy. So this is let me move this thing here. I'll get this out of the way. But that's what I expect to see, right? So last night I set myself up. I go, here we go, baby. This is going to be money. Maybe like you did. And I'm like lawn chair out on the grass. I didn't do anything extravagant. I was going to go because it's hard to stay up past 12. So I was going to go up to the top of the ridge and go up to Mount Tam, all these plans, because I'm going to see that. And I don't see that. And I don't see that. I see this. I don't see that guy, but I see beautiful night sky, stunning night sky. And like you probably did. And it was awesome. And I sat out there for a long time, kind of hoping and realizing, that train maybe sailed. So as I wake up this morning, and I'm happy, by the way, that it wasn't an explosion of aurora last night, because I'm a meteorologist. Like, I should be on this, right? And I kind of feel like I wasn't. Like, I didn't know that the sun's energy was going to go severe and not major. It was severe, a severe electrical storm. So anyway, I woke up this morning kind of secretly happy that it wasn't awesome, because I didn't want to miss it again. But with that in mind, I did think about this. I thought, you know what? It's kind of cool that everyone last night, especially in the Northern Hemisphere, probably were looking up at the sky, at the heavens, at very existence of life and planets. And how often do we do that? I mean, I do it more than I should. No, you should do it more. But I mean, I do it a lot. But I think a lot of us, it's hard. You live in cities, you have ambient light. But I think when you get a population of people looking up, millions of people, more than millions of people, maybe 1 billion people looking up and seeing stuff and pondering, because that's all, you cannot help but ponder. When you look at that sky, you cannot help but ponder and wonder, what's going on? Why are we here? What is all that? We're a part of, right? I know. So I was bummed about the FOMA thing. I still have it a little bit. I'm worried tonight might be something, but I'm happy that people looked up. I think that is awesome. And I think as a meteorologist, that's what last thing I'll say. During COVID, which was awesome in terms of meteorological atmospheric coolness, because during COVID, people quit driving, right? Quit going to work. Air pollution went away. Visibility became awesome. You could see stars in San Francisco first time since 1906, or actually since the earthquake in, I think it was 89, because I was there and the lights went out and when the blackout. So you could see stars. But my point is, the atmosphere just became beautifully crystal clear. And I remember thinking, people are paying attention. They're watching, they're looking up, because I think one of the things that we're missing in our lives is that connection, right? I don't know if you're religious. I don't know. I don't know what I am, truthfully, but there is something going on, right? And when you look up, you cannot help but get that. Okay. Anyway, that was just Sunday morning. Yeah, and I'm drinking coffee. I probably did my third cup this morning. And it's not even morning. It's like 1:30. If you're hanging in this long, thanks. Here's the fog along the coast. I want you to utilize this map whenever you can. This is the visible map. I'll show you another one. This is from the National Weather Service site, which I like this one. This is really clean and crisp. You can see there's no clouds. Great coverage tonight if you are going to go out and try to see the aurora. I think it's a lessened opportunity tonight. But you can see the visible map kicks ass. Why? Because look at should I go to the beach today? I don't think so. I mean, I would go because I don't mind the fog. But a lot of folks are going, I want sun. I want to play a little volleyball. I want to wear a bathing suit. You look on, even Santa Cruz is fogged in, right? So the visible satellite is probably in the Bay Area, anywhere along the coast, is your best effort at forecasting and understanding where the fog will be and where you want to be. Okay, so let's see what else I got here for you. I got the model. We're going to look at this week. This week is very, very similar to last week. We're going to be warm, but the difference will be as we see more of an onshore flow. See the lines like this? Let's see if I can find them for you. There it is right here. So these lines are going like this. And well, they're not going like that, but the winds blow across the isobars at the surface, which is where we are. And they tighten up a little. See how they tighten up a little bit? That's the afternoon sea breeze, right? Afternoon sea breeze tightened up. There's 20, 25 mile an hour winds. This is into the afternoon tomorrow. Then they slack overnight and then they tighten up again. Right. So that is how it's going to go. We're going to have night and morning sea breezes. We're going to see the fog trying to work its way in, trying to work its way back. It's going to be a classic Bay Area spring pattern. And this is the current, what do you call them? The surface observations. This map's money too, because you're going, hey, I want to go to Sacramento. What's going on? Well, it's 79 degrees in Sacramento at this hour. Let's see if I don't know if I can pull that up. I always mess this one up. Clear screen. If I go, no, I can't do it. I don't know. Okay, well, let me just skip it for now. But you get the idea. All of these are surface obs. That shows you the wind blowing from the southwest at 5 knots. This shows you the wind. That's a 20 knot, that red 20. And then that's blowing currently right now at 10 knots. So out of the northwest. Okay, surface maps are awesome because it's real-time data and stuff. Let's see what we're doing here. Oh, this is the beach and the winds are blowing, right? We got some pretty significant winds blowing onshore. Those winds are going to continue to blow and we're going to continue. This guy's surfing out there right now. That is robust, right? You got to love that guy. I don't know if you saw him, but he's kind of right. There's a guy right there too. So this is Surfline cameras. All surfers know this. There's a bunch of guys out. Wow, that is frothy. I mean, it's not right now. That's not a good day. It's not a good day, but these guys love it. This is like, yeah, we're going surfing no matter what. But anyway, that's blown out. The winds are blowing out of the west. The fog is out there. This is how it looks the next few nights. Last thing we're going to talk about is the 5-day forecast because that's what I usually end everything else on. So there's the 5-day forecast. Today, Mother's Day. I hope you had an awesome Mother's Day. More nice weather coming this week. And then fog, sun. So this whole week, for me, like people go, oh, your job's so easy. I go, it is easy because I love it. And it's what I do. But it's actually harder when there's no weather. When there's weather, they go, oh my God, you're so busy. No, dude, I got a radar. I got rainfall totals to talk about. I got something happening. It's when you got nothing happening that you got to come up with 3 minutes, 4 minutes of, hey, this is what's happening. And I could just go nothing, right? And that's what I just spent 5 minutes telling you nothing except the Aurora stuff. Anyway, thanks for hanging in. I hope you had a nice day. A nice Mother's Day. And I'll probably see you tomorrow.